Hey everybody, thanks for joining me tonight. I'm just coming on to have a live session here on YouTube. I don't do this very often. I have most lives on our platform on TikTok and Facebook, but we're here to try to raise money to help feed the people in Dawson Springs, Kentucky, who have been so greatly affected by the tornado. Over 70 people died in that town alone, and they are still without power and they're without electricity and they're without gas. So the people are just in their homes without, this is the winter time. They don't have heat and they have no way to cook. So there's two food trucks that's been on the ground since the Monday after the tornadoes. Two food trucks from Madisonville, Kentucky, Let's Get Fried and Just Burgers. They have been feeding the people of Dawson Springs, Kentucky ever since it happened. And today, they at lunchtime, she told me, Melissa Bruner told me that they had prepared over 12,000 meals in just this couple of weeks that they've been on the ground cooking for the residents of Dawson Springs. So if you can find the link to their PayPal account in the description of our live here, and their Cash App if you would like to make a contribution to help feed the people of Dawson Springs. It would be a blessing if y'all find it in your heart to help the people, feed the people of Dawson Springs. As I said, the whole town is without power. They're without gas, so they have no heat, no electricity. They have no way of cooking, so they're counting on the hearts of people that go there to help them so they can get hot meals. And these two food trucks are cooking 3 hot meals a day. They cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they're working between 10 and 12 hours a day. They're just relying on people making contributions to help them buy the supplies to feed the people here. There's no government agency that comes in to feed the people that live there. There's none. And these two food trucks have been on the ground since the Monday after the tornado went through Dawson Springs. They've been working every single day. They had one day off, which was Christmas Eve. They had planned on being off yesterday, but the city called them and asked them to come and help because the city was going to feed the people Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but they just didn't have enough help. So they asked the two food trucks, Let's Get Fried and Just Burgers, to come back and help to feed the residents of Dawson Springs. So the owner of Let's Get Fried called me. I have been going down once a week doing lives on Facebook and TikTok, trying to raise donations to help the people feed these residents. And you can go to my Facebook page and you can find a link to a GoFundMe page that you can make contributions there. My Facebook page is just Amanda Hen. Real easy, and you can find that link, or you can find a video that has their Cash App or their PayPal account where you can make direct contributions to these two food trucks that are feeding the residents there. There's no government agency. The city's not paying them. It's just the kindness of their heart. I met them on the Wednesday. I went down the first week on Wednesday, the first week after the tornado hit, and to see what I could do to volunteer in the area, and I met them that day, and I was the first person from any type of media that they had talked to. They really never intended to speak to media. They were going to try to, you know, I don't think they realized what a big project it was going to be to feed the people there, and how long it was going to take to get the town back up and running. But I met them that first week after the tornado hit. I went back last Monday, and I went live the whole time I was there, trying to raise money on social media to help them buy supplies to feed the people there. They're working 10 or 12 hours a day. They've already prepared, the time they've been there, they have prepared over 12,000 meals, and they have spent $20,000 out of their own pocket just buying food and supplies. The only thing that any agency has helped them with is the to-go boxes to put the food in. And they're delivering food on top of, they're at the high school in Dawson Springs. That's the command center in Dawson Springs. That's where the residents go to pick up water, where they can pick up clothes, they can pick up anything they need. And they don't need any more donations of clothes or water or anything like that. They really just need cash donations at this point. They don't have any place to put all the things that people have donated. And it just comes the time where the only thing that they need is to help feed the people of Dawson Springs. Because without electricity and without gas, they have no way of cooking. And so many of them have lost family members. It's the holidays. They just have no way of cooking. They're even supplying meals to the nursing home that's there. And there's 2 senior apartments that are there that are the types that the government builds and are subsidized housing. They're supplying food for them. I mean, a lot of them are elderly. They don't drive because of no electricity and no gas. They have no way of cooking. They can't go and buy food. There's no grocery stores open. And if you could buy food, there's no refrigeration, so there's nothing you can do. You have no way of heating anything up, and you can't, they don't have fireplaces and stuff like that in these apartments. So they're just counting on the good hearts of strangers to come in and help take care of their just daily needs of something to eat. And, they're in a dark apartment, no lights, and it's cold. We've had warmer weather the last couple of days, but since the tornado went through, there's been lots of cold weather. So when I was down there last Monday, the low had been 27 degrees, and by the time I made it down there, it was about 8:30. I think it was up to 31 or 32 degrees, and it didn't get to 40 all day long. And I stayed out. I was down there till 3 o'clock just doing lives and trying to bring awareness to people all over the country that could help prepare meals, by donating money to the 2 food trucks. And in the description of this live, you can find the Cash App and the PayPal account. If you would like to make a contribution, it would be a blessing to the people that live in Dawson Springs, because these 2 food trucks are the only 2 companies that are there every single day. There'll be a food truck that'll come in and work 1 day or 2 days, but these people are on the ground and have been on the ground since Monday after the tornado hit on a late Friday night. And it would just be a blessing if you could find it in your heart and in your pocketbook to help feed the people of Dawson Springs. And again, as I said, you can go to my Facebook page. You can find the link to a GoFundMe page that if you'd rather make contributions through that, or you can find videos there. You can also, I set up a fund on Facebook as well, but you can make contributions through that. I'd prefer you go through their GoFundMe page, or you can send, I didn't know you could even do this till the other day, and a friend of mine in Florida sent a Facebook pay. She sent $100 and I was able to forward it to the food truck. And you can do that as well. You can use their Cash App, which is $ Let's Get Fried, LETSGETFRIED. It's in the description. The PayPal account is Bruner, BRUNER, Melissa, MELISA, @yahoo.com. And when I sent money this morning to them so they could go buy supplies, and when you put Bruner Melissa @yahoo.com, when it pulls it up, it'll be Let's Get Fried. So that's the name of the food truck. And you can go through my videos on Instagram or TikTok. Instagram, it's Amanda Hen Official, and TikTok, it's Amanda Hen Official. Please follow me over there. I don't like to use the word follow. We're all friends and family over there. We are on all these social medias, and I tell everybody that this is much your platform as it is mine. I'm just the face and the mouthpiece, and anyone that can do a better job, I will gladly turn it over to anyone that thinks they can have a bigger reach and help more people. We try to send love and kindness all over the world to change the world one heart at a time. That is the whole purpose of all the social medias that we are on. I do share things like movies I'm in, or television shows that I'm doing, or when I do local news. Either I share it on all these platforms, but the majority of the anytime I'm on social media, it is to share love and kindness and to help people in need. And it would be a blessing to me if you would join me on social media, and please share this video with anybody that you can think. It will record it, this live, and it will be here. And please share it with anybody that you know, churches that might can help. You can find the Cash App and the PayPal account in the description of this. Once it records, you can see it now, I'm sure. But anything you can do to help the people in need, y'all, I would be so grateful to y'all. I go down once a week. I'm going this Wednesday, and I'll be doing lives so you can see what's going on the ground. That's how I met the people that are feeding the people in Dawson Springs. I went to Dawson Springs to volunteer myself, and that's how I met the people that are feeding people. I just, I knew that there was people there that was helping, and I always try to bring awareness of people that's on the ground. And it's great to make contributions to the Red Cross and all the other national groups, but it takes a while for that money to trickle down to help the people in need. And the people that are on the ground, I like to go and find out who they are, and I try to bring awareness to it so people can make contributions to people that are actually on the ground working every day. And all the other things are great, but they don't get quickly to people that need them. And once, FEMA is there, they're cleaning up the area, but it's going to take a while. It's going to be another month or longer before the electricity is on, and that long or longer for the gas to be turned back on, because y'all would not believe the devastation. It is so overwhelming when you see it actually with your eyes. I know every one of you have seen pictures on television, but when you see the vast area of devastation, and the wind was so strong, even if the tornado didn't hit it, when you're driving down the road and the power lines, the ones that were not just totally destroyed, the poles are leaning all over town like this. And in the areas where it went through, they're all broken and gone, and I mean, it's like they don't even exist anymore. So all of those have to be put back in. The broken ones have to have new ones put in. The ones that are leaning, I'm not sure if they can shore them up and bring them back, but all the lines have to be tightened and new lines strung where they're all down on the ground. I mean, it's just devastation to amounts that it's not even fathomable to comprehend unless you see it with your own eyes. And then it's so overwhelming, you can't take it all in. And you know, when you see 400 or 500 houses that are either totally destroyed or just absolutely, you know, they're still standing, but they have so much damage, I'm not sure that they can be repaired. One of the company that my husband works for, the man who is the majority shareholder in, his home was hit. He had a lake house down on Kentucky Lake, and it has about $300,000 worth of damage done to it. And they were building a guest house, and it completely was blown away. Um, it's just amazing that more people didn't die. There was over 100 people killed in Kentucky alone. And in Bowling Green, Kentucky, one family of 7, every single one of them was killed in one house. I mean, it's amazing that anybody made it out alive. But y'all, thank you for all you do. Thank you for helping the people in need. Please go to my Facebook page. You can find a GoFundMe. You can make a donation. Either you can send it to the food trucks through PayPal or Cash App. It's in the description. Their PayPal address, and also Cash App. Their Cash App account is there. Please help. They are in dire need to buy supplies to feed the people there. She called me, the owner of the food truck called me today with an emergency request. We have raised maybe $2,000 or $3,000, but you go through that just like that. I mean, to cook meals for 750 to 900 meals a day, it costs lots of money, y'all. They've spent $20,000 out of their own pocket, and we've raised $2,000 or $3,000, and it's been a blessing to them. But she just called me asking for help. They were down to, their last, supplies, and they're going to have to cook meals. They want to be there until the power comes back on, but without the help of other people that are not there, they're not going to be able to do it. So anything you can do, any amount, please help. If you are blessed, please give as much as you can give. If you're one of the people in the world that are blessed to have way more than you need, please help the people of this town, just so they have hot meals. It's be very much appreciated, and thank you so much. And we will keep you informed, and I'll post more videos of the area, and every week when I go, I will do lives. But thank you so much for your time and your help, and we will see you soon. Thank you so much. The people of Dawson Springs, Kentucky, thanks you as well. Good night, everybody.